me go grab a pair of gloves. What's up, guys? We're up here right now about to clean this roof. As you can see, we've got some green algae built up on it, and then we've got some black streaking on this side. The roof is a little bit damp because it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, but even whenever it's dry, these algae marks are up here. So these gutters previously were brimming full. We came in, excavated it. Right now we've got a downspout on this gutter that's leaving right next to this tree right here. There's some bushes. The 8 gallon a minute is running right now with the ball valve open just to saturate everything. Before we start spraying, we're gonna wet all these plants just for any overspray. Over here is a Japanese maple tree. So if I was like spraying this edge here and I got overspray on that maple tree, it could do some damage to it. That's probably an $8,000 tree right there. So whenever you bring your hose up here, I like to clip it in between the ladder just so it won't fall down right around the loop. And then it's not gonna go nowhere whenever you've got it around both sides. We're spraying on a 12 volt right now, just with a fan tip. I like to always keep my trigger lock on whenever I'm just not using it. But let's take a look at what the fan spray is going to look like. We're cleaning this with a low pressure application. Just like that. I'll have to put on my long range tip to hit up to the top, but it's a low pressure application of a 6% sodium hypochlorite mix. You got half 12.5, half water. You can use soaps, but a lot of times we don't use any soap. Let me take one quick shot here. Let's see if we can't get a transformation on this green. All you need to do is coat it, especially whenever you've got good mix. And I think just like that, this green right here is just eaten up. Just like that. You can see it goes all the way up to the top. But just like that, that green's gone. Now look, here's a black streak right here. Let's see if we can get the black streak just quick and easy. Sometimes you'll get moss up here on these roofs, and for the large debris of moss, we normally take a brush or high volume, low PSI with like a M5 tip or a Davis shooter tip to get the bulk of it down. But normally you're able to just spray it and it comes right off. So that's how we clean asphalt shingle roofs.
Are you rinsing it?
We don't rinse the roofs unless there's no gutters. If there's no gutters, we'll rinse it, so therefore it's not continuing to drip down throughout the day. Or if you get a rainstorm, it just rinses everything down. So that's how we do it. We're gonna clean this section here. This is it. And then we're gonna go on to the next job, which is just a house wash. So follow for more power washing information. clean. I think we ought to go ahead and rinse this roof because there's a lot of algae stuck on it. Okay. We just treated the roof 6%. It cleaned up pretty good, but we don't normally rinse the roofs, but for this customer in particular, I'm going to go up there and ball valve rinse it. No high pressure, just high flow. Basically like this. Alright guys, we just washed that apartment unit right there. While Parker was washing, I was putting out door hangers. We picked up another one right here. So let's go ahead and just walk through the steps of what we do on site at every job. We've already got the water hooked up, but I'm going to show you anyways. I'm pulling out the rest of this feet of hose because I don't like to start the machine with hose still on the hose reel, because I have found that it snaps your hoses a lot, you know, a lot of pressure is pent up in there. So we get all our hoses off, and you want to see what are you going to be checking for. You want to check for plants, you want to check for windows that are open, you want to check for siding that's damaged, you want to check for screens that's damaged. You want to check for electrical outlets that need to be taped. See this plant right here? It's right on the drip edge from possibly hurting these plants. Now let's come on over here and take a look at what I'm talking about. Hey, we're gonna. Okay, so the water's connected. We're basically good to go ahead and get started. We just did our last job, so it's always just good to make sure you've got your gun pressure release before you go to start it. Let's go start it. Our drop stick right there is in the bleach, so it's going to pull downstream style from our flow probe. Choke on. We're at 285 hours. Ready to get started, just like that. I'm gonna put my drop stick in. I think my drop stick's coming out of my boot.